what seems like an eternity ago, in a past life, I worked as a picture framer from 1984 till about 2000 in Atlanta, and I worked for different companies, different people, all different phases of picture framing, and I learned quite a bit about it. It's come in handy now that I'm involved in doing my art. I can frame my own pictures and cut my own mats, and very helpful. Last year I told my ex-wife, Jenny, that I would complete this cross stitch for her and give me something to do, and she likes the beach, so she didn't want to do it, and I said, okay, I'll finish it for you and then I'll bring it back to you when it's done. Well, I've got it all finished, and now I'm using my framing skills to make a frame for it. I've got it stretched on this piece of foam core board. It's taped in the back. I don't know if you can see the tape, but I've got it taped all around in the back, and it's ready to put in a frame. I thought about making it with a mat around it and making it bigger frame, but then I don't really want to put glass over it, so I have stretched it on this with some padding underneath it on this board, and it is 11 by 17, and I'm just going to make the frame to fit around this. The frame I found by the side of the road on one of my walks. It still had the glass in it, so I salvaged it. I brought it home, salvaged the glass out of it. It's over there, and then I'm using the frame that came off of it, cutting it down, and to frame this piece for Jenny. Now this molding that I got out of the old frame, I tore the frame down. It was about 24 by 30 frame, and I just salvaged it, and I'm cutting down the pieces of it on my miter saw here. I want to trim this little edge off here like so. Cover your ears. Did you cover your ears? I didn't. Anyway, I've got these 4 pieces. I'm going to cut these 4 pieces like this, this molding, and put them together to make the picture frame for that cross stitch piece I just showed you. Hello. I got the frame cut down. I've got one corner here. I think this is dry enough. I can take it out of the vise. You can see the I put 2 corners together at a time, 2 pieces together at a time, a short one and a long one. I've got the other one I've already assembled, and so I've got the two pieces that I'm using this miter saw, this vise to join together. And I cut them on just a regular Hitachi miter saw. There are more professional type miter saws for picture framing, but I don't have one. There's choppers and really exact miter saws, but with only me using this one, I can adjust it, and then I can compensate for any little deficiencies in the cutting when I put it together here, and do a lot of touch up on the corner to make it look nice. I haven't nailed these together yet, but these 2 here, I have to put some nails in. So I do it the old-fashioned way. I just have a find me a little finishing nail, like that. This is a number 4, like 1 1/4 inch. Tap, 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 tap. I get it almost in. I take the wire cutters and cut the head off of the finishing nail. And then I tap the head, flatten it a little bit, and then I use this nail set to finish it off. And it sets it just a little bit past the surface. I do the same thing on this other side. I'll put one on this side, and then I can take it out of the vise. And my next step is going to be to put this corner like this, and the other corner that I've already glued, I'll put it in like this. And then I do the same thing with them. I put glue and then I nail them together. But I'm not quite ready to do that yet on this until I get this one finished. I got one more nail to put in here, and then this corner will be ready to go. Well, it's getting kind of chilly. I think it's time to put my green coat back on. Here we go. It's time now to join the two L's together. I put this thing in the vise like so. And this one I put in like so. Get them lined up here properly. I'll take this one back out and put some glue on it. Glue, 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 glue. This is Tight Bond Ultimate Wood Glue. Tight Bond 3 Ultimate Wood Glue. Stick it together, never comes apart. You can only hope. It's cold today. I keep coughing because I got this congestion, and this cold weather just aggravates that. So I got that clamped in there, and I'll let it set up for a while, and come back out here and put some nails in both sides. Now that corner's coming loose. That corner over there, for some reason, didn't stick together. I'm going to have to pull it apart and redo it. But let this one set up first. I got to put a couple of nails in this corner. It's been setting up all night with the glue, so maybe it'll hold here when I start pounding on it. Looks like I already got one there and one there. I guess I already put nails in that corner. Oh well, let's move on to the final corner. The final corner. get it clamped down here where it's supposed to be. This thing takes a little bit of adjustment on the last corner because it's the tightest corner. Any little errors in cutting show up in the last corner when you're gluing. And in this particular molding, it's cheap molding anyway. It's not. And so I'll use the same glue, but I will. I need a thin razor blade. I'll just use this razor blade right here. I need a thin razor blade to snake in there and put glue inside the. So I put my glue on the blade like this. Loosen this up, pry it apart a little bit, get my razor blade in there, and work some glue in there. Work the glue in, and then in the hole. Get enough in there. Oh crap! I chipped off some of the finish. Glue that on back on. Put that right back on here like that. Jeep frame. And then clamp this down with what glue I was able to get in there. Wipe off the excess glue. And it's clamped, and we'll let that sit for a while. Of course, my kitty has to come in and clean herself on my Elvis Presley poster. She's sitting on the king. Why do you have to sit on Elvis? Come over here. Come over here. Yeah. Yeah, I know. You didn't know it was Elvis. Well, I got the frame made. Don't really need this anymore because all the corners are joined, all the corners are nailed, all the corners are glued. And the final step, which I did not film, but I can explain it to you, was once the frame is all made on the front, each corner has little dings and places in the corner where the wood shows that the corners didn't match. All four corners have those where the nails went in, the little holes. And so what we do, picture framers have this secret. I call it a secret because I never knew about it before I started doing picture frames. There's this stuff called nail hole corner filler, and it's a putty. It's kind of a putty-like stuff, and it comes in different colors. Today, this color that I used was mahogany with a little of black mixed in with it. I have a can of black, put some in the lid, and I mix mahogany, and I kind of mix it up, and I mix it up with a little stick, so the stick is soft wood. Don't do it with a metal, anything metal. It'll scratch the frame. So I got a little piece of wood and stick and mixed it up, and I went around and filled in all the corners on the frame, all four corners. Worked it in with my thumb. The putty, I'd push it into the little corners and holes with my thumb and work it in, and then finish polishing it off with a paper towel. You see the putty is all over the paper towel. I'd polish it off and clean it off. Once that's done, just inspect it for any putty that's on the corners. I don't want anything to get on the cross stitch that I'm framing because it doesn't have any glass on it. It's just going to be padded open cross stitch. So I make sure that I don't have any any putty that's going to rub off on that. Alright, let's put all this stuff away. I don't need this. The glue, the nails, the hammer, wire cutters, the nail set, putty rag, all that stuff. And what I'm going to do is take the picture, or the cross stitch right here, and I fit it into the frame. Make sure I put the top where I want it. This is going to be the top. So I already cut it, fit it, so it fits right in there. I'm not working with glass, so all I need to do on the back is to cut another piece of cardboard and fit on top of it in order for it to have some padding on the back, and then I'll put some little retainer nails, brads around the edge a little bit to hold it in, and then it'll look like this. And then I put the wire on the back, and it's ready to hang. And Bob's your uncle.